It's another banging video, guys, and I must say today has been a very intensive, intentional, hectic, and somewhat an unbelievable day because we saw the head of house challenge, which took several hours, almost 7 hours or more, around 5 to 7 hours, which led us to Adekunle emerging as the newest first head of house of the All-Star season. And then he was given the opportunity, of veto power of access to the head of house lounge. But this time it's not just one, and it's not compulsorily a lady, it's not compulsorily anybody. You have to give 4 cards to 4 different people, and he gave the cards to Soma, Cross, Frodd, and sheggz. Now these housemates have unlimited access to the enjoyments that pertains the head of house lounge, to sleep there, to watch movies, to play games, the kitchen, the drinks, the food, and everything there. Right now, aside that, the nomination had to start. Big Brother called the housemates into the lounge and said he will be calling them one by one to the diary room, and they would get to nominate someone. Now this he didn't tell them, but they ended up nominating one person for possible eviction this particular Sunday. And the nominations were crazy because it started with Neil, who nominated WhiteMoney for eviction. And the next person was Angel. Angel nominated sheggz for eviction. And the next person was Pere, who nominated Princess for eviction. And Princess nominated Venita to be up for eviction this Sunday. I'm seeing some shadiness. WhiteMoney nominated Ilebaye up for eviction this coming Sunday. And then we had Ilebaye nominating Bbnaija8 for eviction this coming Sunday. Why are they fooling each other like this? Anyways, sheggz nominated Princess up for eviction this coming Sunday, and Mercy Eke nominated Pere for eviction this coming Sunday. Next was Cross, who nominated Doyin for eviction this coming Sunday. And then we also had Venita, who Bbnaija8, who nominated Venita, right, up for eviction this Sunday. And we had Ike, who nominated Soma for eviction this coming Sunday. Next is Doyin, who nominated Venita up for eviction. Samadina got to also nominate Venita up for eviction this coming Sunday. It was like these people were ganging up on this girl. And then, of course, Alex nominated, I think I've called Alex's, right? But Uriel nominated Doyin for eviction. And then we had Kidwayya, who nominated Ilebaye for eviction. We also then had CeeC, who nominated sheggz for eviction. I'm like, the old guys are literally trying to take out the old guys. And then we had Frodd, who nominated Princess for eviction this coming Sunday. Some names are popping up so much. And then we also had Alex, who nominated Ike up for eviction. And come to think of it, I thought they were really connecting somehow. Anyways, we had Venita, who nominated Ilebaye up for eviction this coming Sunday, as though she knew that one of those younger people who were gathering somewhere. Or did Kidwayya go and rat her out? Anyways, Adekunle nominated Princess up for eviction. And that was all about the nomination. But then it seems like the head of house win, the black envelope win, the veto power of getting 4 people into the head of house lounge were all a waste, because Big Brother announced to the public that the nominations were fake. And in fact, all the housemates except Mercy Eke, Adekunle, Frodd, sheggz, Samadina, and Cross were up for eviction. Now this he revealed to Adekunle and telling him to keep it a secret. And I'm like, oh my God. Next week, it's not going to be fake from the next one. So all these people thinking they're enjoying now, you're on a long thing. Now, guys, if you're new to my channel, don't forget to subscribe. Click on the bell button beside for notification. Every post I make, don't forget to share comments down below, and also share this video, because I'm going to see you on the next one. Now, something happened during this nomination, before the nominations, and I need to talk about it. It seems the housemates have begun to create their alliances and all whatnot. Now, first alliance that we've seen was the communication and deep brotherhood bond that Pere and Cross are both having. I'm so sure that if any of them gets to win the head of house, is going to include the other person amongst those he's going to save and protect now. But aside that, after the games, right, before the nominations, we saw people like Ilebaye, Baj, we saw Angel, we saw Kidwayya, and I think Princess with another lady having a conversation. Now, this conversation was about whom to nominate up for eviction this first nomination. And, they were so adamant when they were calling the likes of sheggz, Soma, Venita, WhiteMoney. And to think that Angel was the one who was really pushing on this. She only nominated somebody else, whilst Ilebaye put herself in the locked, and she nominated Ilebaye, backstabbed Baj because she nominated Baj. Baj worked against one of themselves, or actually worked in line with what they agreed. Princess did the same thing. I think Baj and Princess both nominated Venita and all that. And I'm like, okay, what is really happening here? Because I thought you guys were supposed to work together, but it is only pointing to one thing. Ebuka is going to shake tables of alliances this coming week, and we're going to see how these people would all turn against each other, and it's going to be amazing. And finally, I can see that people are saying, men will always be men, don't go and fight or interfere in a matter where two men are involved, or else you would end up being the laughing stock. Now, it seems sheggz and Frodd are having a conversation as to how Venita is only trying to want to trend on their matter. Now, for those of you who do not know, in the games of today, there was the head of house challenge and then the black envelope challenge that would give somebody an immunity. And, when Frodd found his own black envelope, he saw it first, was walking towards there, and when he got there to put his hand, he had seen somebody's hand already intact on that place. So the both of them actually held the black envelope that is sheggz and Frodd. And when they were having the back and forth, Big Brother said they could settle it as men, they could settle it between each other as to whom first noticed it and went to get it. Now, of course, she left it for Frodd, but after then, what's the name? Venita got really pissed. I was shouting and going back and forth with Frodd, saying why was he angry when Big Brother said they would settle it together and stuff, and it was becoming like a serious thing. And I'm like, okay. But now, even though Venita and Frodd have settled, these two guys are now talking behind her. And of course, just like I said in a previous video, she was doing way too much. Anyways, guys, if you're new to my channel, don't forget to subscribe. Click on the bell to miss out for notification and every post I make. Don't forget to share your comments down below, and also share this video. I'm going to see you on the next one.